project is going to be newer brakes and rotors on the front, new brake pads on the back. Thankfully the rear parking brake does work on here. Those discs, yeah, they'll be fine. So we've got that. We're going to do the rear diff fluid, and we're going to put a new cover on there since it's a little bit crusty, and we wanted to be able to kind of expedite the process, so she found a good deal on a new cover, and she might paint it a different color later. Last time when I was doing the oil change on this and air filter, etc., we had to do a coolant hose. Flashlight. I'm very prepared, as you can see. When I was working on it last time, this coolant hose here was leaking down there at the plastic union there into the water pump. So got that new hose on there, so that's quiet for the moment. And I thought I had a knock, honestly, on there, and it's been running a little bit below, 40 psi, or idling below 40, which had me a smidge concerned. But put some new, Max Life 1030 in there, and it seems to be running great. I cranked it up nice, and cold start this morning, no issues at all. So I think that might have fixed that issue. So we got the window fixed last time. We got our new headlights in. Our bulbs, LED bulbs in there, and so we're going to do the brakes. Obviously, we're going to do the transmission fluid filter and gasket change as well. We got some Valvoline Dexron to do that with. I think she might have the parts back here. Let's see. I don't know what this box was. That's differential cover. Okay, so we got differential cover. What's in this box? I think this box is the Wix filter. Wix filters are good. Then we've got our gear oil. Yeah. It's got the limited slip additive. That's good. So we got that. So all of this is nice stuff to be doing on a cool day like this. So I'm going to get it jacked up first. And then there's the brake pads. So you found a good deal on Ace-Delco rear brake pads. Full synthetic brake pads. Ceramic. So that is our task for today, whether we freeze or whether we don't. So I'm going to go ahead and get it jacked in the air. We're going to go ahead and drain, pop the cover on that, pull the rear tire and get that loose. We got parked up here. So it would have been better, a little bit more ideal to the last night park it up here so the transmission fluid can drain. But by the time we get done with the brakes, rear fluid back there, we should be pretty well drained. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rear cover first and get that cleaned out. In fact, I can go ahead and get the new gasket and sealer setting up on that right now, actually, to come and think about it. So I'll probably do that real quick first, the gasket, silicone sealer on that differential cover. Then I can get that off, spray it, get it all cleaned out, and then be good to go. Alright. Wish me luck. We'll keep you posted. Alright, so here's the crusty, rusty diff cover. It is nasty. I thought I was going to be able to clean it some from right there, but that's obviously going to be a little bit too difficult. So we're just going to get the 1/2 inch, pull the bolts out, and went ahead and spray some brake clean around it, just so we don't have stuff. There we go. A little more on top would be good. I don't know, it's just weird. The whole around the diff is, I don't know if they were putting into a boat. I guess it's a little bit crusty back here. It must have seen, it's got a coating on there of some sort. So it must have seen some boat ramp action. But overall, very, very clean. So that's a very good sign. Exhaust is in good shape. Thing's too quiet, although nice. I'm almost tempted to do this muffler setup again on my Suburban. We'll see how it goes. Almost. Alright, and so we're reusing the Christmas boxes here too to help with a little bit less cleanup. Yeah. I'm not sure this cover's been off.
It probably has.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was dipping boats. Yeah. Get up here.
Yeah, you may want to take a magnet down in there and make sure there's.
That's how I'm using the impact on. That's how much it's taking to break it loose.
Man.
I mean, small impact, but still. Wow. Oh man, I think that's factory tight. Good gravy. I think that's the thread locker. Wow. Alright, so, oh, we lost one. Once we get this off, we'll come back to you. Alright, so we're getting the bolts out, draining. Looks pretty clean, really, so that's a good sign. At least it's been taken care of. I'm not sure these bolts have been off per se, but or else maybe they're just somebody else put some thread locker on there. There might be two things of thread locker on there. But anyways, looks pretty clean. Got it coming off, so we'll take a look at the inside here in just a minute. Alright, get out of the way. Cover. Oh, just another one. Didn't break loose yet. Oops. That's not great. Looks like we'll definitely have to scrub off the gasket. That'll be fun. Get the cover off here. Last bolt. Alright, cover. Christy. Take a look. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, definitely needs a new gasket. It looks pretty clean in there. Okay. That's cool. Take Get brake clean. Yeah, got some little crud popped in the top here. Let's have to get that out. And I ran out of brake clean. Alright, we'll come back to you soon with what we're doing next. Alright, moving along decently. We got our new diff cover. I wasn't totally sure it was the right one at first, but thankfully it is. So, Amy got this off of eBay for I think $36. Came with the gasket, new magnet. So let's slide it up in there. Finally got most of the gasket off, where I was happy with it. So we'll go ahead and slam it on here. Well, you know, gently slam it on. Alright. Cardboard definitely helped with the cleanup. Used our super clean wash for all of our bolts, and then hit them with some brake clean, so they're all ready to go. Alright, now to get one of these lined up. There we go. Let this sit up for a few minutes, and then we'll probably about a half hour, and then let it dry since we're slower, or since it's cooler, and then put our fluid in. Alright, going together good. We'll come back to you later. Alright, so we ahead and decide to mock up the newer brakes. This is 07 Silverado and newer. Actually about till 2018, 2019 they switched over to the newer style with the full piston setup. Very nice brakes, got on my spur. So this is the 2007 and up brake, and I wanted to make sure that the 17-inch Avalanche wheels fit, and as you can see, works fine. What we're going to double check is the 16-inch steel wheel, and I'm pretty confident that's not going to fit. So, but that is a plug-and-play swap, nothing else needed. And there is a sizable, looks nice with that red caliper too, but there's a sizable difference between that caliper and this one. We'll show that mock-up to you, but I think it's going to be a nice upgrade for this heavy of a vehicle, and with towing as well. And thankfully there's zinc chromat finished drilled and slotted rotors, so it's going to be a nice nice setup for us. Should brake really well. We're going to pop these off here, and pretty sure the spare is not going to work. We'll make sure. Thankfully I got some spare 18s that we can use as a spare. It should be all set to go. This way we'll be able to bleed the system, all new brakes and everything. Good for the 2023 season. Maintenance. So the wheel does fit. It just won't spin. So steel 16-inch wheels will not work on 2007 up brakes. So memo to you on that one. Alrighty. 224,000 miles, I think, on that Avalanche. I don't know the history on the transmission. Seems like it runs and drives fine. As far as I know, I believe it's the original. So, not too bad a shape on the color. We got some dirt in there after just moving it from underneath the vehicle. We got some sludge, but nothing really, no chunks or anything. And it seems like it's driving fine, running smooth. No issues there at all. So real happy with the way that looks. So we're gonna, got a new Wix filter for it. We're gonna put the this fluid here is Dextrochrome. There you go, Dextrochrome. What is that? 6 or 4? One of those. I think it's 6. And Mercron LV. Automatic transmission fluid, and we'll see how it does. But officially licensed, so we'll see how it works. I put some of this in the, my Focus, because it's good for the Mercron LV, which I believe is low viscosity. Since she's not towing a bunch, I think that'll probably be just fine. Ideally, if she was towing more, it'd probably be a good idea to use like either the standard Max Life or ATF, or run like the Amsoil Signature Series, which is a much thicker viscosity of fluids. So I believe we're 4.5, 5 quarts to refill. So we're going to do that. We'll get our filter and everything back in there and go from there. Alright, 6:39. We started at 9:39, and I got so close to finishing. I wasn't quite as efficient and productive as I wanted to be. But they got the brakes on there. Got our sway bar links on, tie rods on. Well, the weird thing is, we have one wheel rolling well. And then, so we bled the brakes and everything, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. And I want to make the adjustment to the steering box as well. So we're just going to wait till tomorrow, come back over early and knock this out, go for a good test drive, see how it does. Our new brakes on back there, but hopefully no weird issues over there. I might have to take this side apart and just check my work and see what's different. But anyways, day 1 of Christmas vacation work. So we'll see how it goes. If we get this all wrapped up in the morning, we're going to start work on the truck and do some little mods on that, or do the brake booster, some new headlights and so forth. So stay tuned. Hello people. So I thought I had an issue with the brakes on the front not spinning, but I think that was more of just the older rotors having sat and having built up some surface rust. So we're trying to figure out the tightness on or the sloppiness in the steering. So we did one thing where we went down to the gearbox and we gave it made that adjustment. You stick your 3/16 Allen wrench into the top of that screw. There's tons of videos out there. I'll show you what I did later. And then you take your 5/8 and you break that loose. You keep your Allen wrench stable as you can, or at least memorize where it was. And then you move your Allen wrench with the wrench on the 5/8 not stable. You move your Allen wrench, an 1/8 or a quarter turn, and then you tighten back up your 5/8 and make that small adjustment. See what you did. I was also looking at another video last night for possible adjustments. It just seems like it floats on the road. The ball joints, tie rod ends, all that seems to be good. Pitman arm, idler arm replaced. All that seems to be fine. I haven't done the work, but it seems like it's in good shape.